New at 5 local organizations that help people experiencing homelessness are still reeling after 3 local mental health providers were notified by the state their contracts were going to be terminated next month. Fox 23's Jade Morrow is live in studio after going to the Tulsa Day Center, which works with these providers, to see how this news scared some of their clients.
Well, I want to note Mental Health Commissioner Allie Friesen says those letters terminating contracts were sent out by mistake, and all the mental health providers have to do is apply for a new round of funding to keep their services going. But I spoke to a pair of nonprofits that work hand in hand with these mental health providers who say all the uncertainty makes it difficult to fulfill their mission.
It's going to take a collective effort to make homelessness rare, brief, and non-recurring. And so having these supports are vital, not just to other nonprofits, but to our clients as well, providing that holistic care.
Noe Rodriguez, Chief Operating Officer with the Tulsa Day Center, says solving homelessness isn't something that happens overnight, and it takes help from the entire community to make it happen, including mental health services.
We have great momentum, and that the work that they're doing does not go unnoticed by the Day Center. These things are all to improve and enhance our system and addressing gaps in our system, and so it doesn't go unnoticed. We appreciate that, and we hope we can continue with that momentum.
But after a letter went out announcing contracts would be canceled with 3 mental health providers in Tulsa, Kelly Wilson at the Tulsa Day Center says her clients were scrambling for answers.
I just remember the day after some of those announcements came out in the media, our clients were approaching us that very next morning saying, what happens if I lose my services with Family and Children's or with Grand? So it directly impacts them.
Now, according to the Oklahoma Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services, those contracts won't be canceled. Instead, mental health providers like Grand, Creoaks, and Family and Children's Services will need to reapply for funding. Previously, the contracts were renewed and sometimes the rates adjusted. When the Tulsa Day Center can't provide mental health services, those 3 providers are extremely important for their clients.
We've always connected with the providers in our communities because we aren't direct treatment providers. We have partners in the community who are experts at that, and so we really rely on them to provide that piece so that we can be focused on the housing piece of it.
The CEO at Grand Mental Health, Josh Cantwell, says they will continue to provide services throughout the funding process with the state.
We're already here serving tens of thousands of Oklahomans a year. We're going to continue those things, again, uninterrupted during this process, and then we're optimistic about what the outcome of that RFP is going to be.
Now, Commissioner Friesen says she regrets the fear those letters being sent out by mistake created about those vital services. But again, she told lawmakers this mental health funding is not being cut. The providers just need to reapply. Live in studio covering News That Matters, I'm Jade Morrow, Fox 23 News.